Armen and Levack, 104.5 The Team, your home for New York sports. And last week we spoke with Shalise Manza Young of the Boston Globe. And Shalise, thanks for joining us this week once again. Now, last week before the Ravens game, Shalise, you were very confident that the Patriots would make it to the Super Bowl. Last week, all it took was two record-breaking 14 points or more comebacks for the Patriots to win that one. Has your confidence at all been shaken this postseason?
No, I think, my thought going into the game last week was that the Ravens would be the toughest AFC opponent the Patriots would face in the postseason. And now that they've gotten past the Ravens, and, like you said, it did take two record-setting comebacks, and it took four-man offensive lines and confusing John Harbaugh and a wide receiver touchdown pass. I do feel confident that they are going to be able to beat the Colts this weekend. I mean, they've talked a ton about how much better the Colts defense is this time than the last time they played each other in November. And that very well may be the case. But I see the Patriots being able to move on this Sunday.
Bill Belichick came out, said the Colts are the toughest team they played all season. Is this just, it's weird for Bill to be so complimentary of another team. Is this just coach speak?
I think he just has a tremendous amount of respect for the fact that the Colts have gotten to this point. I don't necessarily know that he truly feels that way, but the Colts have gotten to the AFC Championship game, and therefore, in his mind, the Patriots and the Colts are the two best teams in the AFC this year. So I think he just has a great deal of respect, and he understands how hard it is to get to this point in the season. And that's part of it. They went to Denver and they were able to beat Peyton Manning on the road and in the playoffs when a lot of people thought they weren't going to be able to do that. So now they come here, and I think a lot of people feel like they're coming here with house money, that, being able to beat Denver last week was their big victory. But, like I said, I think Bill he has a tremendous amount of respect and an appreciation for what it takes to get to this point.
Shalise Manza Young of the Boston Globe with Armen and Levack on 104.5 The Team, previewing Colts-Patriots 6:40 kick this weekend. And Shalise, Andrew Luck is playing better right now than he has the entire season, probably better than he has his entire career. What do we expect to see from the Patriots defense to start this game? Will they go after him early to try to knock him off his routine?
They've done really well. They've talked up Andrew Luck and what a great quarterback he is, and behind the scenes and, off the record, I talked to defensive players over the last couple of days and said, do you guys really feel that way? And they said, yes, we feel like he's absolutely a tremendous quarterback. He's a great quarterback, but they just have been able to execute their game plan, whatever the game plan is. The last couple of times that they've played the Colts and faced Andrew Luck, they've been able to execute it. And one of the things that have gone in the Patriots' favor is Luck has a tendency to turn the ball over. So he did have interceptions last week, but they weren't really interceptions that hurt them. And they know that he is playing really at a high level, but they've done a tremendous job being able to contain him. He hasn't beaten them with his legs over the three times they faced him, which really is a strength of Luck's game. And like I said, they've been able to take advantage of him turning the ball over. So if he doesn't turn the ball over again this week, then it does make things a little tougher for the Patriots, I think.
These are two teams that have almost given up on the running game. Is this just going to be like a tennis match, just watching a ball fly through the air back and forth?
I'll be really interested if the Patriots don't go with a run this week. Last year in the divisional round against the Colts, LeGarrette Blount had 186 yards for the Patriots in that win. Earlier this year, we all remember Jonas Gray had 201 yards and 4 touchdowns when they beat the Colts in Indianapolis. So they are saying that the return of Arthur Jones at the defensive tackle spot, he missed half the season with an ankle injury. They really feel like that has helped shore up the run defense for the Colts, but I think it is still vulnerable. And they do. They have Blount, they have Gray, and they have Brandon Bolden, who we've only seen here and there. He's primarily been a special teamer for the Patriots this year, but he's played well when given the ball as well. So I would be surprised if they went the same route this week that they did last week and just basically abandoned the run.
Can I just recall, you said that the Pats are going to the Super Bowl. Who are they facing?
You know what? In our NFL preview section, which was published, I think it was September 4th or 5th, I said it was going to be Seahawks against Patriots, and they're both still alive, so I'm riding with that.
They're alive, and they're both looking really
feels
good,
like a
by the
collision
way.
course.
Yeah, absolutely. Shalise Manza Young of the Boston Globe on Twitter at Shalise M. Young. Find her work, bostonglobe.com. And Shalise Levack and I will be on Radio Row for the entire week. So here's hoping you being able to swing by and talk some Patriots football that week.
I'll be there, win or lose. So if you guys
nice.
can find me, I'd be happy to come on.
Sounds like a date. We'll find you.
Perfect.
All right.